Welcome to Hoops and Healing, my new podcast I'm starting. And you can tell from the name, we talk about hoops, primarily basketball, and we will talk about other sports as well, and healing practices that work for me, stuff that I've been working on, and anything that my guests have been working on as well that we could share that might help some people. And also just talking about sports is healing for a lot of people, brings a lot of people joy. So this is what the show is primarily about. So welcome, thank you. I'm your host, creator Amanda, and you can follow Hoops and Healing at Hoops and Healing on social, and you can also follow my personal account at amanda.mochi. And yeah, we're going to get started with the first episode. It's cute. It came together.
I love to see it all come together. I know you've been working on this for a really long time.
Yeah, I have been. I don't even remember when I started, but I had a couple of other ideas, and then everything kind of ended up turning into this podcast. Yeah. How I landed on the name. We could talk about how I landed on the name.
How did you land on it?
I had a couple of other names I was considering. You know them. But I don't know. One day I was just like thinking, and I was like, hoops and healing. It just came to me. And I was like, wow, it flows really well. It sounds really good. And I also just love what it means, like what it represents. Tying in how basketball is healing. But you can also treat them as separate topics, but also merge them together. I think that's what makes it really cool.
Hey, I love that. I love a flexible perspective on things. Where I'm coming from.
Yeah, H&H.
H&H.
Hoops and healing.
H&H.
Hoops is healing. Healing is hoops.
Hey, hoops is healing. We're all interconnected in what we're doing.
How does it feel to be my very first guest?
Super special. Super special. We're talking basketball like 24/7.
I mean, you are a very famous person, so
hey.
So I'm really glad that you agreed to do this.
hey, super famous, and I know that
local Chicago socialite.
Oh.
Born and raised.
Hey, Chicago born and raised, South Side, Jeffrey Manor represent. Chicago was my city, bounced around it a lot. I am the fastest non-binary person here. I play a bunch of queer basketball and also straight basketball.
Another non-binary person in Chicago is going to find this and challenge you to a race. And then we're going to film it for my show.
I fully invite that. I have not met.
If you identify as non-binary and you see this, please challenge Will.
Yeah.
You can find them on social media.
I'm not dogging anybody.
Will.is.petty. Challenge them to a race and let me film it.
Yep. Hey, I do 5Ks, I do 100s, I do 200s, I do 400s.
Is this like a short sprint or is this like a longer race?
I would say up to 5Ks because like middle distance is where...
That's long. That's like a long race.
Oh, that's
I was thinking like from tree to tree or
something. And it's fun if I'm ever hesitant about like out sprinting someone, I just add a mile. Because I know I can out sprint anyone after a couple miles.
Endurance is important.
Yeah, great skill to have on a basketball court. I'm up in, who's going to catch me in the open court? Not her, not you.
Okay, so what are some things you're working on? What are some of your goals? I know you do tarot reading, you do stand up.
Yeah, for me, like I feel like my career launched with focusing on the intersection of like art and public health. And when you look at art, what's not art? Because like we communicate via speech, through visuals, through like sounds, through experiences. Okay, so that's a lot of things. And like what's not public health? And it's like all of these aspects that deal with our health, like how much we're moving, our nutrition, our hydration. So I think there's a lot of ways that we can address both our creative sides and our healthy sides. So like my entire like field of work is going to exist at that intersection. So like what am I working on? Sometimes I'm an educator. Sometimes I'm making WNBA watch parties, like on June 7th. Sometimes I'm doing at Trace Bar Chicago, right near Wrigley. Chicago Sky versus
Sometimes you're making little jokes on a stage.
True, I tell some jokes.
Little jokes on a big stage.
Yep. My degree is in theater. I'm an actor. I'm
theater
a director.
Degree,
I'm a stage manager.
A creative. Okay.
This video is from non-binary people. If you know me from TikTok, I just wanted to like make a different thing so that focus on sports.
What's your TikTok?
My TikTok is also will.is.petty.
Okay, so across all platforms.
Yes, you'll see me playing sports or doing education or laughing for the non-binary community. You also find me on Instagram at non-binary buckets, where I'm going to focus in on like my growth as a non-binary hooper. And next year,
Period.
you're gonna see us win a title on a rec league. So
Yeah, a title in an adult rec league, just to clarify.
adult rec league. Hey, it would be so fun to like go to.
Now it's on camera. Now we actually have to win.
Oh no, we're actually gonna win. I fully.
I mean, we are assembling. We are assembling quite a team.
We got a 3-on-3 tournament coming up soon too.
Yeah, that's our warm up. That's our to see how we're gonna do.
See how we're gonna do.
All right, let's get into some of our topics we're going to talk about today. So the WNBA season just launched, and let's talk interesting teams you're excited to watch, teams you're looking out for, players you're looking out for. Yeah, what are you excited about for this season? Brand new season, exciting times.
Yes, I'm excited for year 2 for Angel Reese and Camila Cardosa. A Chicago born and raised, you got to support Chicago Sky. I think we have a really bright future.
You are Chicago born and raised.
I am Chicago.
Okay.
No, they're not.
For a second, I was like, yeah, I don't think they're both from Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know. Camila's like literally
Brazilian.
Brazil.
Yeah.
In Angel's LS.
Just to clarify.
Somewhere.
Maryland.
Yeah.
From Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. I was just in Maryland last year.
Nice.
I
don't know if she was born there, but I know she was raised there. But yeah, I don't know.
Like right now, Baltimore.
Baltimore. That's literally where she's. Yeah, that's her hometown.
Because I have some people on my mom's side of the family like over there. So
you know what?
like,
I'm gonna have to fact check that now after just to confirm. I'm pretty sure she's from Baltimore.
And you get the like big text of pop up if we say
if I was wrong. Yeah. Or if I'm right, I'd be like, I was right.
And that's also your job, viewers. You have to
fact
comment
check us.
and like fact check. Keep us
yeah,
honest.
let
We're
us know
having
if we're wrong.
real conversations.
Let
here.
us know if you agree and if you disagree with our takes too. We want to hear it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not making you.
We're not sensitive, so if you disagree with our takes or if you don't like us, let us know in the comments.
We're very much into boxing, so like beware.
We are very athletic and very fast, just an FYI.
Yeah.
But you're welcome to disagree with us.
We
are short though.
We're short.
So
we're short.
We spent the whole episode talking about how
one
short
of us
we
is
are.
shorter than the other. One of us.
It's okay. We'll do measurement later.
Can we do like a combine test like in the future?
That would be really fun. That maybe we can do that for one of our birthdays.
Nice. Hey.
It'd be a fun little birthday thing.
Cancer coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if we have enough time. Maybe it'll be for my birthday.
Nice.
Virgo season. We got a little bit more time.
Yeah, Virgo season. This is such a Virgo show.
How so?
Hey,
I would love to know how so.
Grounded.
I mean, that's a huge compliment, but I'm
Yes.
just curious of from your perspective. But I mean, yeah, a Virgo show. That sounds great to me.
Hey, it feels like you're putting
Virgo
brick
sun.
by brick, brick by brick. You're building up. I loved watching you create the set, like stepping into it. I didn't see you create it, but it was like,
Yeah.
I see what you've done with the place, and this is amazing.
Yeah,
It
no,
really
I think this
feels-
turned out. I'm really happy with it. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
I'm
I'd be like, this looks cute.
You got a studio.
Yeah, I've got a podcast studio, so just got a future guests come in, and yeah,
Y'all are
I'm
gonna
excited.
want to know this woman.
Period.
Yeah, period.
Okay, so we kind of got off topic, but WNBA teams and players we're excited. We're keeping an eye on.
Hey, Sky, and then
Yeah,
hey, Kelsey
Sky.
Plum just
Kelsey
broke
Plum.
the WNBA record for most points in a season opener.
Yes, right after Nafisa just did it.
Nafisa
Back
did
to
it
back
2 hours
record
earlier.
breaking in the season opener. Like, it's going to be a good season. I'm excited. Yeah, Kelsey on LA is big, playing alongside Rakia. When Can comes back, that's going to be big. Ray Burrell.
Love a defensive player. Like I do love like
Cam's
Springs.
blocking highlights at Stanford are insane.
And then it's like if I'm
She
playing
is
basketball,
so tall.
she's guarding me. I'm terrified.
Yeah, tall
much
and like
leg.
long, super long arms. Like, I'm not getting a shot over that woman.
Hey, you got that 0.2 millisecond
Release.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, but I have to
shooter.
pull it from half court or something.
Hey, we practiced that.
Yeah, LA, Dallas, obviously a lot of talk
Dallas.
around Paige, number 1 pick, Arike. They also got Dujanay, who I love. That backcourt, if they can, get the team chemistry down quickly, they can be pretty scary.
Paige with 2 targets.
Yeah, when her 2 targets are in the backcourt are Dujanay and Arike, that's scary.
And she's her own.
That's not
scoring
something
threat,
I want to
too.
go against.
It's,
Right,
all
of
three
course. Yeah, I think she's already playing like with so much poise for a rookie, like that you just don't often see.
Has Arike ever had a floor general like Paige?
That's a really
It's
good
like a thing to like
question.
get into.
It's a really good
If I say.
question. She usually plays point guard for Dallas, so I'm not sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I think she has an MVP campaign this
oh,
season a
yeah.
little bit.
Absolutely. And Fever, yeah. Speaking of that, Fever is
Oh
also
yeah.
another team we can't forget to mention.
Yeah, Leah Boston.
They made significant moves, probably the biggest moves. Yeah, they still have Boston. They still have Mitchell.
Caitlin got security guards. Those other guards.
Yeah, they got Sophie Cunningham. They still have Lexi Hall, and then DB Bonner. Yeah,
Oh.
that'll be huge. That'll be huge for Fever. Will be very interesting. So the Sky plays them 6 times, which I'm a little bit nervous about. We've talked about this, and I'm like, oof. I'm a little
Hey,
nervous to see how these games go.
a little nervous. I'm really excited.
The Fever looks scary. The Fever looks scary. I'll just say that.
Hey, Chicago has fight. Haley Van Leaf is going to be someone who's going to
Yeah.
be harassed. I do
Yeah.
think she's going to be harassing Caitlin for a second. Not to say
I
for
hope so.
a whole game or like for like the whole time, but I think we
Mhm.
have a lot of people who have grit. And because of the Angel versus Caitlin Clark, I feel like it's going to be an interesting matchup no matter what their season records look like at the end of the season.
Yeah, I think anytime those two match up, people are watching, and that's kind of what we want. So,
And they're going to the
yeah.
United Center now. Like a
Yes.
historical moment.
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
think,
yes.
hey,
That'll
Game 7.
be really exciting. Fever Sky at the United Center.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I think the record is going to be 4-2 Sky.
I was gonna say I'm hoping we get 1 to 2 wins. Again, I want. That's not how I want it to be.
I'm saying it now.
But
4 wins. The Sky are going to win 4 of these
Oh,
games.
I was thinking Fever were gonna win 4.
Oh, no.
I think Fever are gonna win 4, and like I think Chicago.
I'm a member of the Chicago
And this
Sky
is
fan
tough,
club.
tough to say because I'm a Chicago Sky fan. Obviously, we live here in Chicago, but I'm just a little bit nervous. So I'll be on the edge of my seat watching those games. Yeah.
Caitlin's just one of those players you got to see in person at some point, too. I haven't seen her in
Oh
person.
yeah,
Have you?
yeah. I have.
That's cool.
I saw her play once last year at Wintrust. Yeah, Barbie night.
Barbie night.
Yeah.
They did it on Barbie night.
Yeah, I think Fever blew them out.
The Angel. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember the blowout.
yeah. So just looking at how the Fever Sky games went last year, obviously they're both are different looking teams this year, different coaching staffs. But yeah, the record last year.
I think Kennedy was out.
Yes, Kennedy was out. Yeah.
Hey, hope she does well on her team.
in
Viva
in
la
Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she's just running circles on them over there. I mean, her highlights from when she played in, I think, China, Wuhan. She played
Yeah,
in
she played in
Wuhan
Wuhan.
this past summer, and her highlights were crazy. The people.
She's a mean player to watch live.
Yes.
That's
She's
like
fun.
AI. That's like
Yeah.
she gets to the rim.
Yeah,
That's
very
tough
very
play.
shifty, hard to guard, like almost unguardable, I would say. All right, championship contenders. Who do you think is winning this year?
I'd have to. Ooh, I get 2 mics. Because
Because
it's like
you're so quiet now.
between Liberty and Lynx. For me,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like Ionescu. a lot.
Yes, Sabrina, super
Yeah.
fun to watch. Yeah, I got Minnesota this year
I think that's the finals matchup.
because yeah,
Oh, they're
there's
both
a
East. Never mind.
no. I think Minnesota's considered no.
Oh,
Oh
and
no,
NBA
yeah, you're right. That is both East.
Yeah, in NBA, Timberwolves are West.
Yes, maybe they are West. I don't know.
We'll
I don't
fact
know.
check.
I also don't know.
It'll pop up here.
Sometimes, yeah, I got to look into how they do the playoff brackets, and then it also depends on where everyone places. But yeah, I can see it being New York and Minnesota again. If that's the case, I do think Minnesota will win it. I think they're going to win it regardless. I think that they kept their coach, they kept majority of the same roster, and they have a chip on their shoulder from how everything went last year.
I think fidelity is like really powerful when you have the same people getting more used to each other, and then they're angry too.
Yes,
And
I
that's
think
good.
that's that part that's gonna set them on a different path from other teams. Is just like they're on a revenge tour. They're on a revenge tour. They you know.
It must be so hard to like be the defending champion because you have to like show up that much better every single time. Whereas like when you're hungry, it's like, oh, you need to like take it from them. But it's like, oh, I have to keep it. It's harder.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's very hard to repeat in any league. But New York obviously still a very, very popular top contender. They also kept majority of their roster the same. The biggest move was they don't have Sloot anymore, and they got Natasha Cloud. So that position is significant just because it's point guard. Like, if you're gonna switch out someone on your team, the biggest role would be the point guard, the leader on the court. So how Cloud fits into...
We're biased on this point.
I mean, yes, biased, but that's also just the truth.
That's
like, the point guard is the coach on the court. People know that. Well, people who know basketball know that.
Yeah.
So if you're swapping someone out, if you're swapping one position out, that would be the most significant one. I guess I am a little bit biased in saying that. But sometimes it doesn't work out, so it'll be interesting to see how Cloud fits into the chemistry with Stewie and Sabrina, because Sabrina can also play point too. So that was so interesting about having Sloot and Sabrina, because Sloot can play point guard, but Sabrina's also used to playing point guard.
I wonder if that opens up more just point guard minutes for her. More shooting from wherever she wants.
Yeah, I think it does. I think, when Sabrina's playing the 2 versus the 1, she's going to get more off the ball movement, perhaps more open shots.
I love how she impacted the game in the finals, and like it came out later that she was injured.
Oh yeah.
So she's locking up lots of rebounds, and like she didn't complain about it, and like they still won. So it might be a different story if like they didn't win, and it's like, hey, I was hurt the whole time. It's like, okay, who wants to hear that? Yes,
the win last year too was just very controversial. If you remember, I was at the actual game.
Get a text, I'm going to New York.
So it was super fun, super exciting. But the ending very controversial. I think a lot of the topics were, did New York win or did Minnesota lose? And just being there in person, I don't know if I could say that, it was fair and square. Just some calls with the refs and not getting foul call. Like, basically it was like Stewie took a shot and it didn't look like she got fouled, but they called a foul, and it also looked like she might have traveled, and they didn't call it travel, and so that led to her getting free throws, and they ended up winning the game. So whether she was fouled or not was controversial, and whether or not she traveled was controversial.
Oh, when they like review in W,
yeah,
because like in an NBA, if you review a play, like, and it's like, okay, yeah, that was a foul, but if there was like something that happened like a second earlier in that clip that was also a foul, they'll call it on that.
Yeah.
To say they would have called the travel.
Yeah, so there was like some nuances in there, but it just kind of made like a better story for New York to win. They were in New York. New York had never won a title. So yeah, it was just a better story for New York to win. So I think it was just kind of heading in that direction that New York was going to win. But Minnesota, rightfully so, very pissed off, and I think they have not forgot about that moment.
Oh, how could you?
And they never will until they win. So I think they'll win this year.
And imagine you're the Liberty, and everyone's saying that your win was illegitimate.
That
how
too.
How do you show up? How do you approach that?
Yeah, not everyone. I think it was questioned, but I think again, it was just so exciting for them to win that people were like, whatever. They just kind of like let it go.
Hey, watch them take it personally.
But that's a good point too. Yeah, New York might be a little bit like we were the better team, but the series was just so close the whole time, like double overtime, like a lot of overtimes in the series. So that's how you want the series to go, though. I feel like there's been so many like blowout situations in the NBA playoffs this year that it's like not fun to watch. And I was like, how are these blowouts happening this far into the playoff series?
Way too top heavy, these teams. I love the W because they're a lot more balanced. There's a lot more talent at every position. The 12th person on any bench could probably start and do fine.
Yeah, definitely. With
not everyone's an
all-star,
but
yeah. And then I guess Fever. People are talking about Fever being championship contenders this year. I think they'll make it. I think they'll make it very far. They'll have a good playoff run, but I don't think they'll win this year. I think they'll probably win next year or the year after. I think they need one more year to kind of keep building.
I think Caitlyn, because of who she is and the attention she brings, probably has the hardest time, one of the hardest times on the court. Because it's like people have lots of thought to say, like people want to have their best game against her.
That is true. Yeah.
To say, I wonder what she has to do to overcome that, see her win.
Yeah, I think people too are interested to see her second season as well. So with
She's
new
been getting
players, yeah, the photos of her muscles, she's getting bigger, she's getting faster, smarter, all the things. I think she's gonna have a phenomenal year. And yeah, I think that they're gonna have a very, very good season. Please don't, blow out the sky every single game, please.
Hey, we're not dodging the heat. Angel can handle it. Camila can handle it. Bailey's gonna drop 40. You heard it here first.
But yeah, like I said, I think the Fever will make it very far. They might even make it to, the finals. But I don't think that they will win this year. But it's coming. It's coming.
It doesn't feel like it's in the air this year.
It's coming, yeah.
I know I believe in Caitlyn. Caitlyn can win because, like, there's a post-game interview and she's like, sprint. I just want to sprint. And she's like, run for fun.
I think what sets players like her and even like Paige apart is they're set on championships. They're set on winning games. I think whenever I'm watching interviews with them, they're very just like, my focus is on winning the game. My focus is on winning a championship. And I think not every player is necessarily focused in that sense. So that's something that I notice with Caitlyn and Paige that makes them different. Is they're really hungry for the championships.
Caitlyn can average 40 if she wanted to. Paige can average a triple-double if she wanted to. But no, I think it's big for those younger players to just put that aside and want to win right away.
Definitely. All right. MVP contenders, kind of tying into the championship and some of the players we mentioned. Who do you think is getting the MVP this year?
A'ja Wilson.
A'ja? Yeah, definitely. I mean, hey, she's won 3 of the last 5. So, obviously, that's a no-brainer.
I wonder when a guard can do it. Like, because, like, I would love to see Arike, like, having a point guard, having, like, a teammate.
I would love to see Arike win. I think if it's going to be a guard, again, it's probably going to be Caitlyn or Paige, though. I think Caitlyn, in terms of a guard winning it, Caitlyn is next in line.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because she was already a contender last year.
True. I don't think
she had the third most
rookie doing
votes,
it unless Paige is doing something ridiculous. I think she was definitely top 4, top.
The
3.
last rookie to win was Candace Parker.
Ooh.
She won MVP and Rookie of the Year in the same year.
Hey, Naperville's only. Naperville's brightest.
Shout out to the suburbs. Shout out Naperville.
Shout out Naperville.
I'm actually going there later today.
Oh. Say, I know some people from Naperville.
Shout out to my friends Mariah and Renee, who I'm going to go visit in Naperville.
Hey, shout out to you, Jewel, who you dropped 40 on.
Who?
Jewel Lloyd.
Oh yeah, Jewel's from Lincolnwood, Illinois, another suburb not far. But yeah, shout out to the suburb players.
Shout out to the suburb
I'm from
players.
The suburbs originally, so you're from Chicago.
I'm from Chicago, Jeffrey Manor, Southside 9098s.
Shout out
to Matas Puzelas, who did not grow up in Chicago, NBA rookie.
Yeah, they announced him saying he's from Chicago, and we were like, I don't know. I feel like you really need to be careful saying you're from Chicago when you're not actually from Chicago.
And he plays for Chicago, and it's like he's interesting enough to say, I love how his eyes lights up when he's on the breakaway and he just dunks that thing.
Yes, he's been an exciting player for the Bulls. He actually went to a Sky game too, so I saw him. I was at one of the Sky games and I saw him. He was sitting next to Shaq, so that was cool, supporting the women's game. Shout out.
Yeah.
And that was before his first rookie season.
Before his rookie season. It's fun because the Bulls like traded everyone, and then it's like Matas and the youngins, Matas, Io, Kobe, a bunch of like under 25-year-old players.
Yeah, I feel like when the Bulls traded Caruso, I was over them. I like Caruso.
Caruso's way too good of a pick to like.
Yeah.
I appreciate that he gets to play meaningful basketball.
Yeah.
Chicago's rebuild mode. I haven't been to Chicago.
We went to a game this year. It was exciting.
We saw Jimmy Butler's first debut with the Warriors.
Oh, we went to 2 games then. Yeah, we saw them play the Warriors and we saw them play the Raptors.
We did see them play the
And the
Raptors.
Raptors was like an overtime close game situation. Kobe White
Game
hit
winner.
a game winner.
He was like, get off me.
Or he hit the 3 to send him to overtime, and then we won in overtime, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Kobe
Hey,
White.
we got some nice games.
Yes,
That's
and
the
then
Kobe.
yeah, seeing the Warriors, we got to see our boy Steph play for the first time ever.
Great game.
Before he retires.
And it's like, I didn't get...
He's got a couple more years at least.
Yeah. At least 2 is what he said in his last night.
Really?
Like, interview. Like,
Only 2?
He's not talking about retiring, because he's focused on, like, the next year.
Okay.
But the interviewer asks, like, oh, is it this 2-year window where you can win? And, like...
Oh, win another championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, maybe after that, it doesn't sound like he's completely... he might go to the Hornets, is where I'm going with it. Just to honor his dad, play with his little brother, older brother.
I would love to see him play for the Hornets towards the end, yeah.
I need his dad
Maybe
to
not.
unretire.
I still need a couple more years of him on the Warriors, though, but he can go play for the Hornets after that.
I think he has at least one more ring in him.
Del Curry.
Yeah. Wardell Curry.
It depends on who they get. If they get Giannis, that would be exciting.
Because, like, a lineup of Steph, Dre, Butler, pods can be there. Who is missing? Who's missing?
Buddy.
Oh, and Buddy. I think those 4 plus a big is a championship contender.
Did you see that video of Buddy, like, talking about how he was so happy to be on the Warriors this season and, like, how it was the first time ever that he actually had fun and, like, enjoyed his teammates? So, like, I wanted to start crying watching that video because he just sounded so, like, sweet and, like, genuine. He was just, like, really love this team. And, like, he said past seasons he would feel like, oh, when is it over? But, like, this year he said it went by so fast, and I was like, damn. That is so cute.
Iron Man, he shows up at all the games too, and he was giving Jimmy Butler some trash talk about, like, oh, apparently he lost his joy somehow, and it's, like, so refreshing to, like, hear. Just really, like, as a Warriors fan, it's like, yes, buddy, Splash Buddy, like, you get to be here whenever you like.
Splash Buddy.
Splash Buddy. It doesn't get a Splash Bro anymore because it's different.
Yeah, Splash Buddies. Yeah, I feel like Jimmy fit in well, obviously, with the Warriors. That was an exciting trade, and I think Jimmy did enjoy being on the Warriors. Obviously, more than whatever was going on in Miami.
Hey, general manager Mike Dunleavy and Jimmy Butler were former teammates on the Chicago Bulls back when Derrick Rose was here.
Okay.
So I think that connection is, like, key for us too. And they made it so that the Warriors extended Jimmy Butler right away, and I think that was trust. That was community that said, like, we've seen your work and we love it. So I'm happy that we got Jimmy for at least 2 more years.
I hope he stays. Do you know how long his contract is?
2 years.
2 years.
He extended it 2 years, so he's on the same timeline as Curry and Dre.
I think adding in Giannis would be crazy. That's, I think, the piece we would need to get back to a championship.
Everyone else can be traded.
We would have to trade. Well, yeah, we would have to trade a lot for that. So I would say Dre can go.
Draymond can be traded.
Draymond can go. I want to keep Pods. I want to keep Buddy, Butler, Curry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Working well. I'm really impressed with these. They were only $30 on Amazon. Boya is the brand.
Hey, Boya mics.
Yeah, mini mics. I imagine us going and, like, interviewing people, probably our friends, but, like, acting like we're interviewing people on the streets, but it's really our friends.
I need to, like, order this.
Stopping people and being like, hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, basketball
pretending
question.
like I haven't known that person for 7 years.
Hey, WNBA.
Yeah, we can interview anyone from WNBA.
Who do you think is going to win the title tonight?
Yeah, honestly, we should do that, and then we can do the poll at the end.
What's up, gamers? We're back.
Gamers.
More content. I was reading a book I was listening to a book while I was getting my hair braided about social media in the anxious generation. But it's also kind of from, like, a libertarian type of, like, middle of the ground type of perspective. So they're like, it's not the political climate. It's not guns. It's not all the trauma that young people are witnessing. I think anxiety is solely caused by the phones. And what's frustrated for me is, like, the people are online talking about all of these events. So you can't really ignore, like, that part of it.
Like the connection part. Yeah.
Yeah, the connection part.
I feel like just people wanting to be connected, and I know I've made really great connections through social media. So, like, to me, it's like the trade-off.
Like, people, like, are going to people wherever they people, and, like, just because we see more of it doesn't mean that causation. Like, it's, like, causing, like, internet is not causing isolation. Isolating communication habits cause that. to say it's from an older person being unable to talk to people who use phones. Anyway, I'll give a book report later.
All right, so now we're going to transition into the NBA.
Yes, we were going to talk about the NBA.
We are going to talk about the NBA. We're going to talk about all sports, honestly, mostly women's sports, but we're going to talk about some men's sports. We're going to talk about other sports than basketball, even though this show is called Hoops and Healing.
Hoops in every category.
Yeah, because we like all sports here.
Yeah. Look at us. What's a sport we can't play?
For me, it's golf. I am terrible at golf.
It is baseball.
I'm pretty bad at tennis as well. Basically, individual sports. I never grew up playing individual sports. I was always a team sports girly, so I'm pretty bad at any of the individual sports.
I kind of suck as a teammate in a lot of ways, except for basketball.
As you always ask me to be on your team for basketball, yeah.
Hey,
now
we're
I have
undefeated.
proof of you.
We're undefeated in 2-on-2.
That is true. That is true. So yeah, if you want to let us know if you want to challenge us to a 2v2, we are based in Chicago, so you would have to come to Chicago.
We can't shoot. Just so you know.
Will can't shoot.
Hey now.
Will bricks.
I won the half-court contest against you. That you were also competing in.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I took 3 shots.
Yeah, you won. You won that very easily. Yes. All right, so NBA, obviously it's towards the very end of the season, getting towards the finals, only a couple of teams left. Who is your pick and why?
I really wanted to say Warriors.
Will Pettway.
Yes, I really wanted to say the Warriors back in the day, as in a couple days ago.
I keep wanting to give you this mic as if you don't already have one.
Hey, we can get a third flying mic.
Wait, sorry, what did you say? You said, who's your...
See,
you said you wanted Warriors.
If you asked me a few days ago,
Yeah.
It's going to be Warriors, but Steph got hurt, and he deserves
No
to
way they were
feel-
winning without Steph.
Yeah, no
it
way
would
they
have
were
to
winning.
take a miracle.
So
I
it
did
had-
pray to the basketball god, so I did pray.
I was praying.
My prayers were not answered.
And it's like, this is the closest thing to like Steph Curry I've seen in real life. So I was like, Amanda, fly out there.
Stop.
Like, go in. Go in. I think, like, the Pacers and the Nuggets I think that will be a really fun finals. Either we get to see Russell Westbrook get a ring, his first ring, with Nikola Jokic in them. And,
Nuggets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon has been playing out of his mind. You can tell the work he put in. Like, at the end of last season, he installed a gym in his home and just worked out.
A court or a gym?
Court.
Okay.
Court. So he locked in. And then Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton showed humility when he was playing with Team USA. I think power of friendship, power of teamwork, power of, like, we all are working on this together. I think that would be a nice story for the Pacers' first title in, like, forever.
Yeah, other than the Nuggets, none of the teams have won recently, right?
That is true. The Knicks have not won recently. The
Pacers have not won.
The Thunder haven't.
And neither has the Timberwolves.
Yeah, the Thunder never won.
Oh, never ever?
Never ever.
I do like the Thunder, but this year I'm picking the Knicks.
Ooh.
I'm really loving Josh Hart. He's one of my favorite
triple-double
players.
in the closeout game.
Mikal Bridges.
Hey.
Brunson,
defensive wing.
obviously. Karl Anthony Towns. I think the Knicks
Sassy buckets.
I found them the most interesting outside of the Warriors. Obviously, we both would have picked the Warriors. Outside of the Warriors, just to clarify, the Knicks have been the most exciting to watch this year for me. I like Josh Hart. I think obviously he's not like scoring offensively the way Brunson is, but I find myself watching him in games more just because of his hustle. Like getting 2 to 3 offensive rebounds back to back is insane for someone who's a guard. Getting
6'4", 6'5".
Getting O boards over post players that have like 7 inches on him.
That's a basketball player.
That's just someone who works hard. Like the hustle and then just watching him play is fun. Again, he's not scoring like all the time and like Brunson or Anthony Edwards, but to me he's super fun to watch for his defense and his hustle, and he's such a key player because he does all the little things that not every player does. So I think having him on the team is big.
He got to get an All-Star nod next year or something. So like,
He's got to get something. All defensive. I don't know, like
yeah, all defensive.
rebounding something.
Hustle Player of the Year.
Most minutes ever played in the season.
He
Doesn't
might.
he have something like
He
that?
plays for Tom Thibodeau, so
So
a
he
lot of
never
those
sits
players.
out.
Yeah, no, he doesn't sub. He doesn't believe in subbing. He plays his starters 40 minutes. That's my whole beef with him since when he was a Chicago coach.
And who was the big player then?
It's Derrick Rose.
Yes.
He is responsible for Derrick Rose's downfall.
You're gonna have that on camera?
On camera.
Should I
Hey,
edit that out?
No, Tom. Let's talk. Because I also do believe in your coaching style. I love to see, like, I had the Knicks in 5. I think it happened in 6. Yeah, the Knicks happened in 6. Because the Celtics kind of had like a depth issue because they had too much depth. And I feel like when you're so top heavy and when you can rely on like so many people, you kind of forget like
that's been their
to,
issue
like,
for
structure.
years, and then they were finally able to win last year. But yeah, I think it's
Last
just
year
like
they had
so much talent.
It's like you can only play the team in front of you, but people kept getting hurt, and like they were the easier teams to say. Last time they saw the Warriors in the finals, they were swept. I don't know if I believe in the Celtics like that.
Yes, the famous 1, 2, 3, 4 rings.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Steph's gonna get 5 before he's all done.
I think he can do. I think he could do one more. I also am rooting for the Knicks because I think it would be interesting for the Knicks to win right after the Liberty just won.
True. You
New
just
York
watch a banner go up
fans-
in New
yeah,
York.
New York fans are crazy. I also think the New York Gotham, the women's soccer team, won as well. So New York is just on a run for championships. So why not, keep adding to it?
If anyone's listening from New York, what's happening over there? Like, where's the success coming
They have
from?
the special sauce recently. So yeah, I think New York fans are crazy. So like, I would love to see all the crazy videos of New York going nuts after the Knicks win. Like specifically, like Knicks culture in New York too is like even crazier. Like Knicks fans are, yeah. I want to see all the crazy shit that goes down in New York from my little phone. New York just going nuts.
Hey, if they win, who knows? Who knows where we go?
Yeah. Yeah, and then Pacers, obviously, Tyrese is having a crazy season. He's super fun to watch. I really like him.
They're playing like a championship team. I think they're like people have their roles and they're hustling, even if I don't know their name, like watching as a fan. And I think that's incredible for that franchise. And I love that Tyrese Halliburton is taking it personally. Like as soon as the other NBA players voted him as overrated.
Yeah, that was
2 back-to-back, like last minute erasing 8-point deficits. Tyrese Halliburton did that.
Yeah. He's been having a crazy couple of seasons. Made the Olympic team, didn't play, but he's getting some range in his shot. He's shooting further out than we've seen before from him.
He's been hanging out with Caitlin.
Yeah, he's been hanging out. He's been taking Caitlin Clark style shots, and they're friends. So yeah, they're scheming.
Because then there's
something.
Pacers and like if the Pacers win, Fever.
Indiana and Fever.
Caitlin is so competitive. She is so competitive. She really might take that personally. If Tyrese done it, it doesn't.
Right. If you're saying if the Pacers win, the Fever have to win.
I think Caitlin's gonna feel that way.
Yeah, and then Indianapolis, are they gonna go crazy?
Yeah.
What are Indy fans like?
Honestly, I don't know if I want to be
in.
in Indianapolis when they go crazy.
I am going to Indianapolis for the WNBA All-Star break this year, so maybe I'll be able to see some Indy fans and see what they're like, and I can report back.
Nice. No, I'm excited to hear about that.
Will they be like New York fans? Probably not. I don't know.
It
is the Midwest, so Midwest. We like to be polite and
basketball
chill.
was invented in Indiana.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know
Aaron
that.
Nesmith or something, I think is his name. And that was like
Okay.
back in the day
Maybe
where
I
there was
need
like
to
the
give
basket.
Indy fans more credit. And
They invented it.
Maybe I need to apologize.
They had like the cagers too, when it was like basketball is only played in the cages. It is like you kind of show people into.
Maybe we'll get more in depth on that in another episode.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
Like the history of basketball. How do we get here?
Yeah.
We can talk about the 3-point
You
era.
love
the
a how
shot
did we
clock
get
era.
here story.
I love how do we get here. Shout out to nostalgia. Just here.
All right. I don't know when I'm posting this or when I'm gonna have time to edit it, but MVP. Who is your MVP pick for the NBA? Because they're gonna announce it any minute now, so it might be announced already by the time I post this.
Yeah. So I would have to say SGA.
SGA, yeah, that's my pick too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the March Madness, like the team that won the March Madness tournament for the men was like average age of 24.6 or something, and the Thunder are their average age is like 23 point something.
very young group, very
Very
young
young group,
core.
and that guy's in charge of them getting to the free throw line, scoring exactly 31 points a lot of times.
Yeah, he's insane. I watched a video with LeBron and Steve Nash. I feel like they've been filming a lot of stuff and releasing some interesting conversations. They're just talking about his mid range, just how his mid range really sets him apart from other guards. Yeah, he's just insane. He's been having insane season this year, last year. And he's a guard, which we were just talking about,
He is
how
a
guards
guard,
rarely
and he's
win
6'6".
MVP.
Nikola Jokic, close second place, triple double, like 25 plus points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. He is a lot better on defense than a lot of people give him credit for. He's just not like someone who's gonna follow someone around the entire perimeter. But he has
Right.
quick hands. He'll
Yeah.
poke the ball out when people are
Yeah.
going up.
Yeah, I think he's solidified that he can play basketball.
He can play
Hands
basketball.
down. Yeah.
Shout out to that buzzer beating pass alley oop to Aaron Gordon. He said, "Nope, it was not a pass."
Yeah, so speaking of MVP and guards winning, since SJ is most likely to win it this year, it had me thinking about, the last 5 years for both men and women, who has won and has it been any guards, and if not, when is the last time a guard won? So I'm gonna read some facts,
Oh,
and
you
you
have
can.
facts.
I have some facts for you to read. Yeah, well, for me to read, and then you can react to them. So for men, the last 5 years, it's been Joker, Embiid, Joker, Giannis.
That makes sense.
So 5 post players. 3 of the 5 were Joker, which is not
Giannis
the Joker.
used to play point guard when he was drafted.
Yeah, I remember seeing the videos of rookie Giannis and how he has completely
so
transformed
small.
his body. Yeah. He was still like obviously tall,
He was 6'11".
but yeah, just like very, very skinny compared to now. So a
197
very
pounds.
impressive transformation. But yeah, so those are all post players. So the last guard to win for the NBA is actually Russell Westbrook in 2017, and before that it was Curry for the unanimous 2016 MVP. So it's been quite a while.
And it's so funny because like Harden, like all of those years, was also someone who was averaging 30 points who did not get an MVP.
Was he a contender though?
He was a contender. He was like top
okay.
3 all of those years, but he did not get it.
That's why part of me is like, I feel like people are saying it should be SGA, but there's always that part where it's like they don't always give it to a guard. It's rare that they give it to a guard.
It's hard to like, what is an MVP? It's like, is it the best player on the best team?
Oh, I just hit my elbow.
Okay, 6-time cutting out, hitting the elbow.
We can leave it in, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, so the women's stats are, I think, even more interesting. So the last 5 years, it's been Asia, Stewie, Asia, Jonquel, Asia. All post players. Asia winning three of those. Yeah, Jonquel as well.
Do you ever think there should be like a best guard, best big? But where does that leave the forwards? Did they get a position too?
I think they would be considered. Well, like a post player to me is a forward and a center, and then you have 1, 2, 3 other guards. So yeah, some like forwards sometimes like they're a little bit more versatile, a little bit more like guard play, but they're still post. The forward is still a post player. Yeah.
LeBron is a post player, but also a point guard.
I mean, yeah, he's just positionless, obviously.
Best positionless player of the year.
Do you know who the last guard to win for the women?
The last guard to
Guess
win.
the person and the year.
The last guard to win in women. I feel like this was a dominant player who, in college,
Absolutely.
They led the NCAA in triple doubles. Is it Sabrina Ionescu?
No.
That's bad.
She hasn't won MVP yet. She's also a little young. It was Maya Moore.
Okay.
Maya Moore in 2014, which was over a decade ago.
Yes. Oh.
Which is crazy. Like, well, one, how long it's been. And
I was playing
2,
football those years in high school.
You weren't playing basketball. No, you were.
I was trying.
fun,
I was getting
yeah.
cut from the team. I wasn't getting cut. I
Yeah.
didn't make it.
It's a tough world out
A lot to
there.
pick up. I shout out to gym classes where they like line you up and you had to like pick your teams. For whatever circumstances, I end up last, which is a bad decision.
But
If
did
you're
you
trying
end
to
up
win
getting
basketball.
buckets still?
Always.
Well, hey,
You
I
know
mean,
what? I always made it to like the finals of like the tournament thing, and then that's where I lose.
yeah.
Because
that's
like I have like me and all the other people who were picked last.
All right. Yeah, so Maya Moore, 2014. I was just going to say that's, well, one, it's been a long ass time. And two, just the amount of skill to possess to win it is like crazy.
And how tall
Like
is Maya?
to be Maya. She was listed at 6 foot, I think. So she was like tall for a guard. But still a guard.
Still a guard.
Yeah, just like, I mean, Maya Moore is like considered one of like the greatest. So just, yeah, the last person to, it's been a while. It's been a while.
It's gonna be Don.
What?
My other guess was gonna be if Don did it.
Don?
Yeah.
Who's Don?
Stanley.
Oh, Dawn. I thought you were saying Don. Don.
Donnie Stans.
Well, I didn't go past 2014, so Dawn
that's
was
fair,
much
but
older.
it's the most
yeah.
recent. Yeah.
Yeah. The most recent was Maya Moore.
I'm happy it wasn't that long ago.
But I think if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be Caitlin
Yeah. Or
or
Enrique.
Paige.
I think Enrique has like could have a chip on her shoulder if she really
That
goes
is
for it.
true.
She
That's
really
true.
wants
I
it
would
this
love to
year.
see her win an MVP as well.
And I feel like it's easier to get an MVP when you have like a pass first point guard to the gate, because like I feel like
She
10 of
is
those
not
points,
a pass first point
Paige?
guard, if you ask me. Oh, Enrique.
Oh, no, not Enrique. To say, like, she has
Enrique's a
someone
shoot
who's, like,
first.
yeah.
Take it to the hole.
say
Yeah.
that shoot first. She doesn't have to facilitate anymore. To say
Paige
get to the
might be
basket.
a pass first. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's a floor general if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see if SGA ends up winning it, and then yeah, we'll see who the next guard wins it in the WNBA. It might be a while.
And like when we play in our league next year, you're winning the MVP, or is it me?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
I'm going
yeah.
for Depoy. lead rebounds, minutes, and device,
Welcome back.
or get a burner phone.
We took a short break. Cheers. Shout out to
Cheers.
our sponsor, Red Bull.
Red Bull. If you drink this, you get wings.
Yeah. 10 calories. Hey. All right.
What's up, sports fans?
Yeah. I hate you. Our last topic, Shorty shout out. We've already talked a lot about, I feel like the angle is completely different than it was before. That's okay. We've talked a lot about guards. We like guards. We are
like
guards. This is a segment we're testing called Shorty Shout Out, where basically we just talk about some of the shortest, if not the shortest players to ever play the game. Just knowing how much harder they have to work to get there.
I remember being in high school and Nate Robinson just over Yao Ming.
Yes, I
That
remember
was right over.
Nate Robinson.
Chicago zone.
Yeah,
He's not from
Oh, is
Chicago.
he?
He's not
Oh,
from Chicago,
okay.
but he played for Chicago.
he did. Yeah. I feel like
And
he
for the
got
Warriors.
traded around quite a bit, especially towards the end of his career, which is not that uncommon. But yeah, how did we get here, Will? I kind of already said it. We're both short players. I was even shorter when I played in high school and college. Somehow grew a little bit after.
I know. I've always been small and like never put it on like wait. I have a runner's build, and I am the
Yeah,
fastest
you
non-binary
do.
person in Chicago.
You're probably the skinniest bitch I know.
Muscle, but blocked on the
Skinny
pickup
muscle,
court
muscle skinny.
like forever. Like I was always the shortest person, and all of these men would just be like, "Fuck that kid."
Yeah, and I feel like for me, being 5'6" as a woman, I'm actually not short in like the real world, but my life was so centered around basketball, and in the basketball world, I was considered short. So I just always felt like I was so short.
You've
But
guarded me in the post
realistically,
before.
in the real world, I'm not that short. 5'6" is like above average for an American woman. I think the average is like 5'3".
That makes sense. You cannot guard my hook shots. You cannot
But
guard
yeah,
me
either
in the
way,
post.
I always grew up feeling small. So
Yes.
yeah, no.
But like, can you talk about how like that informed the way you play basketball? Because you've been tiny as heck the whole time, but you carved
Just
out
fast,
such a-
speed. Smaller
Yeah.
players always, well, if you're short, you have to be contributing in other ways. So definitely speed.
Plenty of
quickness,
6-footers who just stand somewhere and be fine.
getting into small spaces, like in between players, in between getting through screens that bigger players would struggle to get through. Smaller players can just like slip right through.
Muggsy Bogues, 5'3", shortest NBA player ever.
Pocket pickers.
Yep, pocket pickers. There's like several clips of him going between defenders' legs.
Yes.
Like 7-footers' legs.
Like underneath their legs?
Underneath their legs.
Oh my gosh,
like,
that's crazy. I saw the ones of him like slipping through and definitely pocket picking on defense, just like double teaming, grabbing the ball.
He's regularly getting steals. You have to full court press the entire time if you're short.
Yeah. So Will already mentioned one of the players we were going to get into. We looked into we like talking about this. We talk about this all the time. We looked into the shortest players to ever play professionally for men and women. Yeah. So for men, you already mentioned it's Muggsy Bogues, listed at
5'3".
5'3", which is
absurd. We're both taller than him.
Yeah, we're both taller than him. And where was I gonna go with that?
I don't have the handles like
him.
Yeah,
5'3" in the NBA is like unheard of, like unrealistic. Like that's a joke.
Hey, no one's done it again. 5'8" is the there's Yuki with the Memphis Grizzlies right now who's 5'8". Nate Robinson was 5'8". That's the new minimal now.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard of Muggsy Bogues, you should look up his highlights. As you can imagine, 5'3". He's obviously an older player, like he hasn't played recently. So it's been quite some time, but 90s, if you look up his highlights, he played with Michael Jordan.
He played against Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan does not actually like playing against Muggsy Bogues because he's so small and so quick. Jordan struggles when guarded by quick guards.
Iverson
too. Iverson 6 foot. 6 foot. On Muggsy Bogues, he played with Manute Bol-Bol's dad, who's 7'7".
Oh, I didn't even know Bol-Bol's dad played in the league.
He played in the league. Manute Bol went off for 7 threes or something in a game once.
Wait, so why is he called Bol-Bol? Is his first name also Bol?
Yes. His first name and last name.
They named him his last name?
Yes, he did.
I did not know that. I thought it was a nickname, or his actual last name was Bol-Bol repeated. That's crazy. All right, that could be another segment we get into. Weird names. Weirdest names in the leagues. Or I guess not weird, but unique. I should say unique.
It's like Clinton Dix is a NFL cornerback who played for the
there's also Grady Dick.
There's Grady Dick. There's Anthony Black and Grady Dick did a jersey swap.
Yeah. I saw those pictures. They got fined. I think they were both it was worth it. Nothing was stopping them from doing that.
No, for sure.
I don't know, Grady's young, but I don't know how old the other guy was. So I feel like they're just that brought them joy.
My thing is, if it's your name, it's your name, and everyone else is allowed to swap jerseys. I think it's a really funny, and maybe they're a little nefarious on what they were planning on doing with it, but it's hard to say hey, you can't do that when everyone else can swap jerseys.
I mean, the NBA did say, hey, you can't do that, and we're gonna fine you. So
they did,
but they did it anyways. So
I don't know if it's fair. You hear me, NBA.
Yeah, and Muggsy played for the Hornets.
Yes.
As well. So.
Oh, because you can see pictures of baby Steph with Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah.
To say Steph was always working with Muggsy. Steph was watching.
Does it mean he played with Dell or no?
He played with Dell.
Okay. Yeah, played with Steph Curry's dad. Muggsy Bogues highlights. Watching those are really fun. Also, just seeing how tiny he is crazy.
Small players are at double
5'3" for the WNBA is tiny. So 5'3" for the NBA is I looked into some stats about short players as well, and basically said that players in the NBA under 6 foot is about 1%. So 6 out of 450 players. And they say that high school players making it to the NCAA is about 1%. And then NCAA players making it to the NBA is 1.2%.
I still have 7 years of eligibility for NCAA.
You didn't even make it in the first place.
I didn't make it to the high school team. I didn't make it to JV.
So basically, a player's chance of making it to the NBA is someone who is below 6 feet is 1% of 1% of 1%. That's how low the chances are.
So you see someone under 6 feet.
It's not just 1%. It's 1% of 1% of 1%. which is like less than 1%.
Point zero 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 one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. Math.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
But yeah, okay, I
That's
believe you. I
1,000%.
trust your math skills. You are a teacher, after all.
I am a teacher.
Yeah.
Not math. Don't look into it.
So yeah, very, very rare 5'3", absurd. And then for women, it's Shannon Bobbitt. I would encourage anyone to look up Shannon Bobbitt's highlights as well.
Shannon Bobbitt.
She's listed at 5'2".
5'2".
5'2". So that's only 1 inch shorter than Muggsy Bogues, but still incredibly tiny for the women's game. Her highlights are crazy. Her career was super interesting. She played with Candace Parker at Tennessee. She played under Pat Summitt. She won championships with Summitt and Parker. She also played with Candace for the Sparks. Yeah, the LA Sparks. They also won a championship together there in the WNBA. So, yeah, Shannon Bobbitt, her handles, her shiftiness, so fun to watch. Top tier point guard skills. But yeah, just a crazy height disadvantage. 5'2", really, really small. But just knowing that these players made it and how hard they had to work and everything that was going against them, we find really interesting. Very cool. And we're always rooting for the small guys and girls,
the small players,
women.
Yeah. Like these short players, because like if you see a shorter player, they know they've been short the whole time. They've had to make adjustments, have to like figure out where they fit in. And I feel like you're going to struggle to find more grit from anyone besides the shortest person on the court.
Yeah, the thing with basketball is like if you're short, you have to be genuinely good. You're not making the team if you're short and you can't play.
You gotta box out.
But you could be tall and not necessarily be like super good, but you could still make the team, you know, because you're ridiculously tall. But no short player in basketball. Yeah, no short player in basketball is making the team because they're all right.
No, 1,000%.
Like you have to be like good. Not just okay, you have to be great, honestly.
You have to be great.
Yeah, some other short players.
But don't let height like disqualify you.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're like a short hooper, like want to make it, put in the work.
Put in the work. Your chances are much lower. But hey, Shannon Bobbitt did it. Muggsy Bogues did it. Steph Curry did it. Kelsey Plum, I would even say. Kelsey Plum is a smaller player. I've seen her play.
Hey, 5'5".
Well, they have her listed at 5'8", but I've seen her play in person.
5'5".
It's not giving 5'8". I'm just gonna say that it's not giving 5'8".
Her shoulders out a little
clearly,
bit.
Yeah. When she's out there playing with the rest of the team, she looks smaller than everybody else. But Kelsey Plum, Steph Curry are examples of just shorter players, height disadvantage, but we're still able to become superstars. It's still incredibly rare, and like the chances are so small, but they did it.
Hey, GOAT conversation is not like right now. It's during like Shorty shout out, but Steph Curry gets a lot of points from me because like Jordan 6'6", Kobe 6'6", LeBron 6'9". Mm-hmm. Like, why is this guy in all the same categories? Not
6'2".
nearly as 6'2", not nearly as physically dominant. He had his own exploit. I think that's more impressive than
it is more impressive. That's what that's kind of like
everyone
the whole point.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Everyone can shoot the three. Mm-hmm. Anyone can like put in the work, but why haven't they done it?
I mean, he's just phenomenal at getting to the rim too. Like no one could say he's just a shooter. Like obviously people talk about his shooting first, but he has clearly demonstrated over and over again he can get to the rim.
His unanimous MVP season, he led the league in percentage at the rim.
Yep, and I would say the same for Kelsey. She has no problem getting to the rim as a shorter player and finishing. Sure, they get blocked, but they have a high percentage at the rim.
If you don't get blocked, you're not aggressive enough.
Everyone's getting blocked in basketball.
Everyone airballs.
Everyone airballs. Steph Curry airballs. So, and then Haley Van Lith too. We were talking about her earlier. How hard she has to work. She looks significantly smaller than everyone out there. Like you can see the height disadvantage.
Haley Van Lith.
Olympian.
Oh yeah,
3v3. I totally forgot about that. I went straight to the 5v5 team, but you're right. She did play 3v3. Yeah, she's just another prime example of like the effort you have to put in. Like not to, and I might not even keep this in here, but if you were to compare the work ethic between her and Camila Cardoso, who works harder? I mean, I think it's clear as day. Who works harder?
Iron sharpens iron. I love the effect that Jimmy Butler brought to the Warriors, and like Draymond was someone who's like on to everyone about like working hard, but Jimmy is someone who can bring that accountability to Draymond. So
Yeah.
hopefully Haley is bringing a sort of hustle to
Yeah,
the
like
entire
just
locker room.
raising the bar. Yeah, even as a rookie. And that's not to say that Camila doesn't work hard. I obviously believe she works hard, and I love her game. I love watching her play. But yeah, if you just kind of isolate the work ethic between
She's
those
gonna
two players and also the differences in height, it's an interesting topic.
she could be Camila could be so scary. Uh, and I know she is young and she's in her second year, and she there's a language barrier, there's a location barrier, and it's like she's dealing like with a lot of
That is
family.
true. That is true.
Uh, I wonder what her most free basketball looks like because she is not as aggressive as she could be, and it's not for me to like decide how aggressive she can be, but I know if she wanted to average 30, she could.
Yeah,
She is stronger than
it's a hard
a lot of those
transition
women.
too. It's a hard transition into the WNBA, and she played phenomenal basketball like at South Carolina. But sometimes it just takes the players a couple of years. Like it's not always like an instant connection. So it might be taking her. It might take her a couple of years to get there, but we'll see how she does this season. She'll be exciting to watch. Another stat that I looked up is the average height. So the average height in the NBA over the past few decades is 6'6.5.
Yeah,
So basically, yeah, between 6'6" and 6'7" is the average height, and then for the WNBA, it's 6 foot.
Isn't it fun that Draymond Green is the average height in the NBA?
Yeah, he's actually not that tall
He's a
for
center.
a post player.
He's
Like,
really 6'6".
yeah, like he's just really, really aggressive, and strong.
7
But
foot
yeah,
wingspan.
he's not out there looking huge. Like he's not out there looking like Karl Anthony Towns or
technique.
Anthony Davis. Like, yeah, and I think it also makes him more versatile, and like he can be a little bit quicker. He could do a little bit more, play the guard position. He obviously got better at the 3-point shot this season and last
40%
season.
from three.
Yeah, his shot looks a little funky when he takes it, but it goes in. So
I love the 2016 finals because Draymond was the leading scorer. He was like averaging a near triple double, and that's the year they lost.
funny that you mentioned that because he was also the stat leader for drop kicks to the neck.
It's true.
He loves to kick his leg up. He loves to kick his leg
What
up
a
when
Pisces.
he's falling down. He's a Pisces.
He is a
Oh yeah,
Pisces.
the spiciest water sign.
Spiciest water sign.
I think water signs. Yeah, what Pisces?
I kind of
Spicy.
miss Chris Paul on the Warriors. It's kind of unrelated because I feel
Oh,
like
I forgot. He
that was just
on the
last year.
Warriors. He's on the Spurs now, right?
yes,
Okay, yeah, that was short. I don't know if I really liked that. I don't know if he really meshed with Curry and just basketball chemistry wise. I don't know if it was a good fit.
I think it looks like it.
Also, he
his
just
style is
made
so
them
different.
look even shorter than they're already
Made
a
them look
short
really
team.
shorter.
He made them look even shorter. So did Dennis Schroeder.
It's like every new team that Chris Paul went to had an increase in like win percentage, but like with the Warriors specifically, they don't necessarily. They have Steph Curry. They'll need another star guard, and like old Chris Paul can only do so much for us. He still made us small, but he improved our team. To say like when Draymond is kicking or like trying to get those flagrant, trying to get those extra fouls, or trying to get afflict a little bit, Chris Paul is another one of those people cut from those cloths. I'd take Chris Paul over Draymond right now. Do the trade.
Get him back.
Get him back.
All right. Yeah, that's everything we have. So, the closeout for the show that I plan to do every episode is I like to ask my guests to share their favorite hoops memory and or healing practice. So this episode we didn't really get into the healing side as much.
This was healing. This was a healing
Yeah, I mean,
conversation.
just talking about basketball is
God.
healing. It brings joy. It brings laughter. But the name Hoops and Healing is going to kind of tie in talking about basketball, but also healing and growth mindset practices that have worked for me that I like sharing and talking about, which will be more prominent in other episodes.
Sure.
Yeah, I think some episodes will be more basketball, some will be more healing, and then some episodes will be a combination. But yeah, this episode we didn't get into healing practices too much, but we're welcome to share one of your favorite healing practices. Yeah,
no, my favorite healing practice is at the end of the day, I know I'm a runner. Like, I'm a hooper, but I am a runner. I am the fastest non-binary person in Chicago. I love
period.
yep, I can get there.
I love it. I love the confidence. Okay, and your favorite hoops memory?
Favorite
Oh wait,
hoops.
so running is healing for you.
Like
Helps clear your
running is hearing.
mind.
Yep. And
We have to go for a run together, so we
yes, we
haven't
gotta go
done
and
that.
run. I feel like
I'm going
a
to be much
gentle
slower
run.
than you, but it's okay.
I feel like
I'll just have to put my ego to the side.
like after high school cross country, I hated like running a little bit because every time I went for a run, I had to like meet my mile times. I had to like meet the distance like at a certain. I was like being so strict with how I had to perform that after taking a break away from it and being like, wait, I can do like this.
Yeah,
As much as
just do it
I'm
to
in
enjoy
charge,
it, right?
it's not about winning a race anymore.
Yeah, it's just about moving your body, and that can be very healing.
I
So
should have
yeah,
brought my
walking,
medals.
running. Should have brought your what?
My medals. I won the last three.
Hey, I mean, we
Like,
could.
what?
You can bring them another time, and we can shoot something.
Yeah.
All right, favorite hoops memory.
Hey, favorite hoops memory. I played in a league for the first time this year. This
A
is
league I found for you.
a league that you found for me. You encouraged me, and like you got a text like multiple times a week, being like, maybe I should do it. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should."
Yeah.
And then
No,
I
that's
did it.
super exciting. Organized team as an adult rec league, like have fun with it, but get to be competitive.
Get to be competitive. I think it's lovely environment and like love to entertain. Love to like play basketball. My team, my free agent team, started on a 3-0 streak, and that third game was decided in the last 10 seconds. In the last 10 seconds, I remember catching a pass from where I saw Steph shoot it and like making it, and then down by 2, and then press. My team is the best pressing team in the league. Well, we stole that ball back. I got it. I tossed it. Tracy on the wing hit the 3. No time left on the clock. Winners.
That's exciting. Yeah, that's exciting. And
Yeah.
next year we're gonna be on a team together. So if you want to come watch us play,
Yeah, watch us play. It's gonna be the closest thing to Steph and Clay, Steph and Dre, or no? Yeah, hey, we can do a lot
Stephen
of
Butler, Stephen
Butler.
contemporary. We got to look at the team today.
Yes, my position.
I'm obviously Steph, just to
no, that's
clarify.
Steph. Yeah. That's Steph.
And you are Butler.
Hey,
I mean, hey, both are phenomenal
Evan Butler.
players.
Defensive player of the year type. I do be passing. I do be shooting. I can get to the free throw line.
Hey, all very important things.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'll block anyone. If you're
yes.
watching this,
I have
will
been
block
blocked
you.
by Will, and
Yes, you have.
we recorded it.
Yeah.
It has not left.
Hey, show the clip.
Put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll maybe we'll never post that. So
I'm holding it until you like do something.
I'm gonna hack your phone and it'll be mysteriously missing.
I uploaded it to a cloud. Probably.
Anything you want to plug? What are you working on right now?
What am I working on? I am working on building a basketball movement, building a community.
I love how you start. You guys are so generic and so like so wide.
Because it is like full picture.
Building a basketball movement, and then you get into like it's a watch party. But I love your perspective on it. I love how like you're like this is a movement.
Oh,
it is.
I mean, like when we think about like the forest and the trees, it's like sure, this forest is made of one watch party, one tree in front of me, one other tree.
You
one
just
basketball
start.
event.
You start so zoomed out, and I appreciate that about you.
Right, we're planting seeds.
But I'm also a very like logical person, so I'm always first to be like, but it's a watch party.
To say it's like the Who is Chicago Sky fan club, which me and 2 of my friends like came together to like make up. The What right now is a watch party, but it is a movement to say like we want to get momentum, we want to get the process,
creating a
like
cool
get in the habit
space,
of making
creating
this space.
community.
Yeah, to say
Yeah.
it is beyond the watch party. Watch party is just going to be one of the
A
faces
place
you
for
see.
people to meet and make new connections. It's
Make
special.
new
It's special.
It's super special.
It depends on your perspective. You could look at it as like, oh, it's just a watch party, or you could look at it as like building community, building connections, building a safe space.
I want to
Blah blah blah.
uplift the words of Adrienne Marie Brown of the what we pay attention to grow, and if we are super intentional towards making space where we're allowed our fullest self and to enjoy like all types of basketball in a way that like makes sense to us, like there's no pressure in being like any type of way in this space.
But it's going to be women's only. So if you're looking to watch men's basketball,
Hey, fair enough. This is the
Look
Shy
elsewhere.
Sky fan club.
Yeah,
specifically building community, because you see all these sports bars that are always playing like the men's games. Women play better basketball. I said it.
I mean, hey, they do have to do more of like the basics of basketball because we don't have all like the fancy windmill dunking and like the verticals aren't as high, so it's really like classic and basic basketball. Like you have to do all the right
I would
things.
say like fundamental because I feel like
Fundamental. That's the word I was looking for.
it's
I
like
couldn't
an
think of it. I was like
NBA.
basic,
So many
fundamental.
teams just like, hey, spread out, and it's like, hey, this is going to be the entertainment for a second. That guy's going to dunk, or he's going to like throw it to one of those guys standing in the corner.
Yeah.
Think you see a lot more personality
Yes,
in
but there
WNBA
will be
basketball.
more dunking in the WNBA this season and every season after. So
Nice.
yes.
And I'm dunking
And
next
this has
year.
turned into a very long plug, so I don't know if you want to share the actual details of the event, the date, and the location.
Okay. Okay. So for Shy Sky's first watch party, it's going to be on June 7th at 2 p.m. at Trace Bar Chicago. If I could share a location.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
so.
Trace Bar Chicago.
Trace Bar, North Side, near
North Side's
Wrigley.
right near Wrigley. We're gonna watch Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky for their rematch, for their
Yeah.
first rematch this season.
So if you're
Game two.
looking for somewhere to watch the game with people, I'll meet some new people.
You'll always get updates from me at will.is.petty on Instagram and TikTok. There's my non-binary buckets account, and then of course from at Chicago Sky Fan Club.
Yeah, and I'll include all of this down below somewhere around. And then if you want to follow this show, it's at Hoops and Healing on social and YouTube. And my personal account is at amanda.mochi if you want to follow us.
And if you want to follow, hey, we're out here too at these basketball events. We're
Like,
playing.
comment, subscribe, all the jazz.
Yeah, yeah. And no one can beat us at 2-on-2.
Yeah, we are taking applications. You have to submit a resume, of course.
Of course.
We'll think about considering it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Will, for joining me.
Mhm.
You've been a really amazing guest. So
Thank you.
thank you. Any final words?
I'm really excited for all the hoops and healings that this podcast is going to beget.
Yes, and I'm sure I'll have you on again. That was the end of our first episode of Hoops and Healing. Thank you for watching, and whatever you're working on, you got this. I love you. Thank you.